对，不，感谢大家与我同处到现在。良机的学习，方舟即将起航。
深耕台湾市场多年，宝成人寿持续创新与贴心的规划，守护无数的家庭。重要的时刻，无论是个人的保障、家庭的规划，或是未来工程的准备，始终站在大家，始终站在球迷朋友的身边，成为最值得信赖的伙伴。那今天也非常感谢宝成人寿选择在良基工程的主场，一同打造这个温馨又充满意义的幸福日活动。再次感谢宝成人寿，谢谢。 好，接下来呢，让我们邀请宝成人寿保险股份有限公司的总经理王惠子 Laura 为我们上台来说几句话，欢迎总经理。
各位全场的这个球迷啊，还有我们宝成人寿的这个伙伴们，大家午安。我今天真的很兴奋的，因为来看直男，然后看到刚刚这么多的这个球员这么高。 要站他们远一点，不然就觉得自己好像一个侏儒一样。那宝成呢，今天非常的荣幸，我们跟这个养鸡工程的刘董，他今天也在现场来支持这个活动。宝成呢一向都是非常致力于我们要诚信的这个对我们的这个消费者，而且我们希望一起打造一个非常健康的一个环境。所以今天真的非常高兴，我们来幸福参加这个活动。那我们今天的这个比赛呢，我们真的很希望，不管你支持是哪一个球队不重要，重要的就是我们要希望他们有一场非常精彩的比赛，让我们大家能够看到非常这个运动场上的一个这个好的一个这个比赛的一个结果。那当然呢，最重要的就是说，希望大家今天在享受这整个这个比赛的一个过程，为我们每一位球员都一起加油，好吗？
好。
好，最后呢，我也祝今天的比赛非常的成功顺利，谢谢大家。
掌声谢谢我们的总经理 Laura， 谢谢，先稍回做休息。好的，接下来 没有错哈，诚心相待，一路相伴，这就是支持洋基工程篮球队所有球迷朋友这个不离不弃的支持。所以接着下来呢，就是大家最期待的，拿起你们的相机，准备好你们的手机，让我们掌声欢迎洋基女孩 Yankey Girls 的开场表演。
17살인데 뭐 그래봤자 노느라 바빠 밀리는 답장 웰메이드 걱정이 분에 넘쳐 Move on faster faster Getting louder louder 즐거웠으면 됐어 거기까지 don't ask no questions 뭐라 하든 말든 어설픈 그 말로 Can't let you kill my vibe That's no no Sorry I beg your pardon 시들길 바랬다 말했을 텐데 속에 지좀 버텨요 이 선은 넘지 말게 내 노력 like bust down 아따마다 모이지 아이시하게 빛 눈이 부셔 피 뭐라 하든 말든 어설픈 그 말로 Can't let you kill my vibe That's no no Sorry I beg your pardon 시들길 바랬다 말했을 텐데 속여 That's no no
掌声加进球，送给我们最美丽的 Yankey Girls， 带来精彩的开场表演。紧接着，让我们欢迎台北富邦勇士球员入场。背号0号赖廷恩，3号林俊佑，6号吴永胜，11号洪凯杰，12号林志杰。 23号强纳森，55号霍利菲，88号曾祥军。先发球员背号1号莫巴耶，背号4号陈佑伟，背号8号周桂宇，背号10号古德温，背号33号杨科维奇。球队总经理叶宗颖，领队兼总教练许敬哲。 助理教练吴永仁，助理教练陈立焕，助理教练林伟浩，助理教练梁兆轩，体能教练郑维轩，防护员林武章，防护员彭玉明，球队翻译王义忠，训练员莱恩远。好的，为了感谢 这一季洋基工程所有的球迷朋友支持，今天我们准备特别的惊喜影片，要呈现给所有支持洋基工程篮球队的球迷朋友。接下来，让我们把目光看向两边的大荧幕。
各位球迷朋友，大家好，我是玉瑞。这一季因为有你们的支持，我们才能更勇敢的面对每一场比赛。接下来，我们会用更好的表现回馈给大家。
各位球迷，大家好，我们是洋基工程篮球队。
每次看到大家踊跃进场、热情的支持，真的是带给我们很大的鼓励。谢谢你们这季的支持与陪伴。
我们会继续努力，带来更多精彩的比赛，更惊喜的比赛体验。谢谢大家。
자, 오늘 여러분들과 함께 이렇게 이번 시즌을 마무리하게 되어서 너무너무 감사한 일들이 많았던 것 같은데요. 저희가 한 명 한 명씩 소감을 전해드리도록 하겠습니다. 소민!
네, 일단 이제 경기가 얼마 남지 않았는데요. 지금까지 보러 와주신 팬들 너무 감사하고요. 저희 양팀월드 치어리더 사랑해주셔서 정말 감사합니다. 이제 얼마 안 남았다는 생각 때문에 정말 속상하고 슬프지만 남은 경기 최선을 다해서 열심히 해보도록 하겠습니다.
팬 여러분들과 올 시즌 이렇게 신주에서 양키 구단에서 또 처음 만나 뵙게 되었는데요. 팬 여러분과 함께 응원하게 되어서 너무너무 기쁜 나날들이었고요. 또 저희 앞으로 2경기 더 남았으니까 스포츠 경기장 많이 찾아와 주셔서 저희와 함께 응원해 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 감사 못하였습니다. 양키 짜요.
네, 여러분 할 말 많지 않았는데 남은 경기도 많이 보러 와주시고 좋은 추억 많이 만들었으면 좋겠습니다.
안녕. 자, 다 같이 하면 양키 짜요 할게요. 3, 2, 1, 양키 짜요!
Thank you, ARC 所有伙伴们，接下来你们准备好了吗？Yankey ARC, are you ready? Let's welcome Yankey ARC。首先欢迎的是 Number 4背号4号控球后卫江家乐。Number 5背号5号控球后卫李汉生。Number 7背号7号大前锋阿拉萨。Number 9背号9号控球后卫庄朝胜。Number 13背号13号得分后卫高伟伦。Number 15背号15号中锋林志伟。Number 21背号21号大前锋吕冠廷。Number 35背号35号前锋科瓦隆。Number 77背号77号前锋张博伟。Now let's get it starting 5. Number 0背号0号小前锋叶维杰。Number 2背号2号后卫张杰伟。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. It's time for the final game of the regular season for the Braves. Perhaps their playoff begin with a win tonight as they will gain an edge in the Challenger Series against the Ghost Hawks, seeking revenge for last season. The Taipei Fubon Braves are the away team against the upstart Yankee Arc, who are hosting their final home games this weekend. The current standings heading into the weekend with the Pilots still the #1 team, as they will have their ticket to the Plus League Finals. The Braves lead the Ghost Hawks with a 11-win and 12-loss record. The Ghost Hawks are 1 win behind, but the Taipei Fubon Braves have the crucial head-to-head advantage. And that means that the Braves, with a win tonight, will guarantee at least a record split, and with the head advantage will have the better positioning. The Ghost Hawks are at M3, so they need the Braves to lose tonight and win their following 2 games to flip things up. On the Mandarin broadcast, it is Xiaoli, Lingli, Ren, and Formosa Television's Jason, 黄崇超。球迷朋友们找到了官方的英文转播，要听中文的讲评就按到中文转播连接。谢谢您收看，记得我们 Plus League 的转播都要按赞。The Pilots are finally getting a week off, their first since March 7th and 8th weekend. All other teams have had 1, or in the case of the Ghost Hawks, 2 weekends off. And don't forget, the Pilots did fly to Mongolia in BCL Asia East action. So for the Braves, as mentioned, highlighted, if they win tonight's game, they will guarantee themselves a #2 finish in the regular season and the home court advantage in the Challenger Series against the Ghost Hawks. But if the Braves lose, we're looking on the Ghost Hawks results. And if the Braves lose and the Ghost Hawks lose this weekend, that will also propel the Braves to a #2 seed. So that's the stakes here with the Yankee Arc, a chance to play seeding spoiler. The Taipei Fubon Braves, under head coach Roger Shijinza, have won 5 out of 6 games. On the other side, it's longtime basketball coach here in Taiwan, Guang Ke, with the name change to Li Yihua. He's in charge of the Arc in their inaugural season. And one of the interesting things about this upstart Arc team is they have very interesting splits, and by interesting, meaning splits to improve on. The Arc, for example, are in a team that has not won on their home back-to-back, so we'll get into that tomorrow. And they have not even won a road game as the Sunday matchup for the home team playing on a back-to-back. Featured on screen with the headband is Archie Goodwin, the now back-to-back month MVP in March and in now April. The first consecutive non-Justin Lu Jingxiang of the Pilots winner since Jeremy in the 22-23 month of May. And he also won the next season as the new member of the New Taipei Kings in November 23-24. Goodwin averaged 27 points, almost 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, crucially helping the Braves to a 4-win, 1-loss record as they have propelled above the Ghost Hawks since April 26th with a win right here against the Yankee Arc. For 41 games of the season, the Ghost Hawks actually had an equal or better standings position than the Braves. The Ghost Hawks had as much as a 4.0 game lead after February 8th, a win here against the Arc. Their 6th win in 7 games, while the Braves actually had lost 6 out of 7 at the time. For the Arc, they do have 2 victories against the Braves. That's the most of their season in their 4 victories. So 1 against the Pilots, 1 against the Ghost Hawks. They grabbed 11 rebounds, more rebounds in their wins, and shot 11.7 percentage points better in their victories. And on defense, they held the Braves under 40% shooting and 13 fewer points in the paint. And with their personnel change from Samuel Degara to the return of Artem Kovalov, you would expect them to have a little bit more pace. They did defend the paint okay against the Pilots, who found their outside shot for the comeback victory the last time we saw them in action. This Braves run is more dramatic than last season. The Go Sox had 24 games ahead of the Braves, including when either team were not in action. And their biggest lead was only 2.5 games. Now, what could explain the Go Sox slide is they've been dealing with a lot of injuries. Damon Brooks for 4 games right out of the Lunar New Year break. Kumal Wei-Jia for a weekend stint. And last week, it was Ray McCallum who was not available for action, having sustained an injury in previous actions. In the season series, the Braves have won 5 out of the 7 games played. So far on a 3-game winning streak against the Arc, so their losses have come a few weeks ago. A few more notes. In the individual games, the Arc had 5 more and then 7 more rebounds, and their 3-point shooting, 41% and 33% shooting. And you might notice a few more seats in the building to accommodate for the fan engagement for the last regular season game of Beast, Lin Zijie. He was announced to retire at the end of this season, whenever the Braves campaign will end, for them hoping to claim their 4th title in the Plus League era. A very grand send-off for his final Taipei Fubon Braves home game, which the Braves organization was able to book the Taipei Arena, where the Braves swept the weekend, the first Saturday night against the Pilots and then Sunday against the Arc. Beast nailed 4 first-quarter threes in that Saturday game, pretty much had a game over from that point. The 3 officials for tonight, from left to right, is Hong Yongyu, Lai Jiezong, and Wang Yuhe. Starting for the Braves is Stefan Yankovic, Mohamed Mbaye, Archie Goodwin, we mentioned, Jerry Chen Youwei, and Josh Zhou Huiyu. Mbaye, the international student at Taiwan University, so not taking up an import spot. Meanwhile, on the Arc side, it's Miguel's Kupsas, number 0, Ye Weijie, Cam McGriff, their newest import by games played. They also have former pilot Chen Yurei and their international student Jamarcus, number 2, Zhang Jiewei. The Braves will be wearing their baby blues in the Arc in their black kit as the one of the Arc sponsors into throw the ceremonial tip. Alongside is Radian Vaughn, who is a title spokesperson, title sponsor of the Prudential Group. That's Bao Chen. The Arc have done very well commercially by their press conference alone, already 30 sponsors on the backdrop. So General Manager Laura with a few remarks in the pregame. Now they're going to sit courtside along with the owners and Chairman Jack Liu and his significant other. The tip is up and the Braves have it. Braves coming into this game with 4 road victories for a winning percentage of 36%. On to the left side, Josh flipping it to Baye, up fake, counter spin and an easy right-handed make. Bai was hampered by a foot injury in the opening game last year for the Braves and actually was ineligible for Rookie of the Year. Impressive this year with 15 points per game, as on target is Jamarcus. Turnover by the Braves as Warren to Jay, out of bounds. Too casual with that no-look pass. The Arc do have major turnover issues. They're last in the league with ball security, 19 turnovers per game. And previously, Jay with the speed, then the reverse jump, the backwards jump, the fadeaway, what is this? Fadeaway floater? Meanwhile, giving up a backdoor layup to Tanyoway. The Braves average 24 assists per game as Tanyoway leads that portion of their stats with 4.4 per contest. Kupsas seeing two defenders, rises up off target. Around the world, and Mbaye probes, dribbles, the shot is good. Quick start for Mbaye, the second-year player out of Zenza University, who's now won 6 consecutive collegiate titles. Quick catch and shoot by Tony Ray. The Arc last game, as they get the ball back, McGriff. Tough contest, and now the Braves will be attacking in numbers. And a dunk by Mbaye this time as the Braves building up their lead to 8-2. A timeout called on the floor by Coach Bryant. Early turnovers doing in the home team, hosting their final home weekend here in their inaugural Plus League season. The Braves have the lead.
有想要洋基女孩的礼物的，请拿出你们的热情与尖叫声。
Welcome to the broadcast. Please leave a like on the Plus League YouTube live stream. That would be much appreciated. Not a lot of thanks for the Arc with their fans, as they've seen the Braves score 8 points on 4-4 shooting, while the Arcs have given them their chances with a couple of turnovers early in the ball game. So out of the early timeout, it's our team Kovalov at power forward. The right side, Warren misses the target. Goodwin trying to drive, ball poked out of bounds, and they say off of blue. A lineup that the Arc were trying to utilize a lot more was McGriff at small forward and maybe a local power forward. Kupsas probes, and the right hook is good. Kupsas still with a number of games left for the Arc, can be a full 24-game participant. He would join Archie Goodwin, who, by starting tonight, is the first import of the season to get that full attendance, as the Brave season will conclude at the end of 48 tonight. catch and shoot for Yankovic. So close. Trying to go out to Kupsas. He does draw the whistle. Yankovic trying to apply the pressure. What the Braves have done a lot is incorporated a lot of flex screens and flex cuts, where a player in the middle underneath the basket will screen for a player on the baseline to go to the basket. Well, not even a cross screen for Kupsas, who's been matched up on the Braves bigs. Kovlov, a very good offensive rebounder, sees that one boinked out of bounds, guarded by now new into the game, Michael Holyfield. Holyfield has had a big presence for this Braves resurgence. As you see, gets the block shot on a Warren's layup attempt. Timer down at Jie with a miss, and Jay, look what I found with the reverse lay-in, closing it to a 2-point deficit for the Arc. Tony Ray forcing Goodwin to take the pull-up. Jay, shifty, tough take, high off the glass and in. Sanjay Wei was a big spark when he made his debut for the Arc halfway through the season. Missed by Mbaye as he forces Kovlov to slow down. With the left-hand scoop, this time off glass. Another time, Jamarcus is beating his man on the left dribble. The Arc have the 10-8 lead. Of a flare screen as Goodwin out to Tanyoe. Driving kick to the floater, yes. Ball getting away from the Arc, trying to inbound. Tanyoe, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists in the Braves' last game against the Arc. That was back on April 26, a 120-84 victory. Again, that's on the Sunday. Not the best day for the Arc. This time, Tony Ray shows the three. Trying to develop a more consistent shooting mechanic. Josh, free thanks to the Holyfield screen. He counters with a tray of his own. Kolovov hasn't had a touch in the half-court offense yet. Chen probes out to Kusas, to Jay. Little baby step back is good. In the early goings, Jamarcus West already with 11 of the Arc's 16 points. Josh steps into a long-range two as a fight for the rebound between Holyfield and Kupsas. Kupsas ended up taken to the face, but that was after, they said. That was after the initial foul. Definitely a tricky situation with Kovlov occupying the block, so Jay, I think a good read. Attacking from the perimeter. Warren applying some pressure on Josh as Mo screens him and re-screens. The slip pass off of a leg and up ahead. It's Tanyoe. Needs to hurry up. He's fouled hard by Josh. I'll have to earn it from the line. Get a look at Kovlov closing that gap and causing a loose ball. It's only a kick ball if the referees determined there was intention to kick, or sometimes if it goes straight off the foot planted on the ground. It's one of those judgment calls, kind of like a check swing in baseball. The Arc, unfortunately, lost 2 of their really important guards in the same weekend. Chen on the Sunday after East at number 5, Lee Hansen, injured hamstring on a Saturday. ITM brought the ball up court, and now we'll get the Holyfield screen. Goodwin wants a post up on Chen, and a foul on the reach. Those white squares on the scorebook indicate team fouls. That was the Arc's 3rd as a squad. The Rays make a change at power forward with number 88 Chen Xiangjun, and Chen will give way to another defensive guard in Alan Galway-Lun in the red sneakers, number 13. Josh with some daylight, ball dribbles out of bounds. Thought he got hacked there. You can follow along with the statistics of the game at PLeagueofficial.com/game/706. That's the Braves' 5th team turnover. Kick out as Galway-Lun's shot hits iron and out of bounds off of blue. Jay between 2 Braves forces the issue. With this opportunity, Beast leaves the jail while check into the game. In the zone as Goodwin takes it, and a one-handed tomahawk. Archie Goodwin leading the Plus League in scoring. Couldn't do it from outside, but when he gets in the open floor, he sure puts on a show. Kovalov driving, floats it up over and around Holyfield as the ball is poked around, and looks like Galway-Lun was stepping out of bounds, trying to save that one. And a look at Goodwin from the baseline. Easy does it. Ball on the deck, and a kick ball violation. Lai Tian was on the deck as it appeared to be a loose ball situation. That's more unlucky for Jamarcus, who was about to have a breakaway layup himself. Goodwin on the catch. Tries to find the pass as a Holyfield. Don't think he got off a clean shot in a block against Chen Xiangjun. Rotated out, Beast. Swings it, Lai Tian with the catch and shoot. No. Mark do a good job, pack the paint and kind of risk it with an outside brave shot. Jay from the mid-range might have been blocked as the Arc get another chance. Allen wide open from the corner, yes! It rattles in, and the Arc lead is now 5 points. Foul on the sideline. It's the Arc who will be in the penalty from now on. You look, Galway-Lun this time tiptoeing and then re-establishing inbounds. Change for the Arc as Kupsas will head to the bench. McGriff and Kovalov. Appears to be kind of a mixed defensive strategy with Allen on Archie Goodwin. The rest of the group in a zone. Seems like a box and one. Lai Tian working on the screen, and Holyfield too much arm in that screen, ball screen. Five out for the arc. McGriff from the jump circle, getting the small screen. A little bit of daylight out to Kovalov. His catch and shoot three, no good. The spin move, of course. Behind the back, all the way to the point. Now the arc in Mandy as Goodwin's pull-up jumper is airballed. McGriff ended up on the floor. Change at guard as number 11 KJ in for Leitingen. Weber not even in his catch vicinity as Goodwin charges ahead, is fouled. And the referees do not count it. Goodwin did cover a lot of ground to his credit. The referee's insisting it'll be 2 free throws. Goodwin, a 60% free throw shooter this season. Under 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Braves, thanks to that free throw, close the gap to 3 points. Kupsas returns for Kovalov. Goodwin has also played in all 6 of the Braves East Asia Super League games, so that makes 30 games out of 30 for the import. Overshoot by Weber. The former Brave outside shot has been so hot and cold. He does average 28% on this season, below league average. And he's been building that up for a number of weeks now. It was in the low 20s, I should say. Perimeter passing as Beast. Extra pass to Yankovic from the free throw area. Arc trying to switch to a zone defense with Kupsas back in there. Out wide against Zhejiangxu. Now back to the basket as he flicks it up and it's in. Really got to prevent Kupsas to getting to that mill move, I call it. Good right hand hook. Yankovic, the fadeaway, a little strong. Haven't seen the Arc get out on the break a lot since the first timeout that they've called. Kupsas had it knocked loose as Beast chases after it, but now out of position. Easton's 3 on the way, that's off. Goodwin passes up 1 from 14 feet. Easy does it. On Yankovic, ball stripped away, and Beast, good ball security there. But now it needs an outlet pass as Kupsas, the last man back for the Arc. Braves haven't taken advantage of the scramble yet. Over to Yankovic, back to Goodwin, will fire it away, short. Maybe this is a chance for a break. Weber on the left side, brushing off that Beast contact, but misses the layup. Goodwin will cross the timeline with about a 5-second shot clock to game clock difference. Chance to tie with a 3. Deflected pass as Beast from way out wide. Out to Goodwin, not a great pass though, and let's see a foul. It will be 2 free throws. That's got to be tough to take for the Arc. They defend quite well. Galway wins his 2nd personal foul. Goodwin will be going to the line for free throws 3 and 4 here in the early goings of tonight's action. After Beast got so red hot in that game in Taipei Arena, as the Arc don't even get a shot off before the lights turn on. Goodwin took over afterwards, and the Braves were able to take down the #1 Pilots. Well, they're down by 2 here against the Yankee Arc, as we'll go to break, and the second quarter action will be coming after this.
主场的限定好礼，排名成绩从现在起算到第3节，第3节结束的前3分钟，那将于第3节结束时公布前20名排名成绩于大荧幕。现在就加入我们的挑战，跟着 Yankey Arc 一起航向梦想吧！所以记得拿起手机扫描 QR code， 一起加入我们的方舟航行 PK 赛。
Yeah, we feeling free tonight. Feel the rhythm hit, crowded room. I see you in it. Got that chemistry. Grab a hold and move with me. Have just one more drink. This right now is all we need. You can put it anywhere. You can put it anywhere.
这礼拜是母亲节，祝全天下的妈妈母亲节快乐！
亲爱的妈妈，您辛苦了。嘉乐、伟伦，祝大家母亲节快乐
！Happy Mother's Day， 母亲节快乐
！Hello， 大家好，我是友杰。这一拜母亲节，祝全天下妈妈母亲节快乐！
An early happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Tomorrow, the Arc welcome in the TSG Ghost Hawks for the very close to annual Mother's Day basketball action in the Plus League. Arc have the basketball to start the second quarter as Kupsas goes to the left side move and misses the layup. Trying to go with a finger roll. Meanwhile, on the other side, Zheng Xiangju sets his feet and nails the 3. That'll put the Braves ahead just like that. McGriff, one dribble pull-up, got it. Cameron McGriff has scored 20 points in all 5 games he's played with the Arc. KJ wide open from the corner. A loud clank as the Arc with 1-point lead. Griff finding a little daylight going right. Now to Weber, his corner 3 hits it. Consecutive made jumpers by the Arc. And maybe not perfect spacing, but I like the spirit of sharing the basketball and moving bodies, moving the rock. KJ's foul will have to earn it from the line. Another chance at the free throw line for the Braves as KJ rolls it in. Yankey is on the season playing his career low in minutes per game, only 15 minutes. He has started 5 games this season for the Braves in plus league action. As we mentioned, the Braves have had Archie Goodwin as one of their imports the entire season. Well, they've rotated many to get to Yankovic and Holyfield, as unlucky on the blocking foul there. Just enough contact to draw the whistle. So he drew the foul. Allen will head off as the Arc make a change at both guard positions. East will also get a break. Griff pulls from three-point land as Goodwin switches to the right side, pops it up, it's good. Count it and the foul. And the #1 adjective when it comes to Archie Goodwin's dribble drive is smooth. Just applies the right amount of pace, great control, and able to deliver the goods, even under high duress. It's been a tight game, and that free throw puts the Braves up by 1. Careful, loose ball there as poor Jamarcus took a hit to the face, but is called for the offensive 3 seconds. Be helped up by a couple of Braves. Goodwin wants to start on the right wing. Draws 3 defenders as Dokoye pulls from 3, and it's a long rebound back to the Braves. Wants a high ball screen. Holyfield obliges. The step back 3, no. Hoopsauce looking for an outlet pass as Jay crossover to an open Chen. Trying to hit a teammate down court. The Braves will settle down. So they're getting by 2 arcs and the two-handed slam. An exclamation point on that sequence. Block shot by KJ, but look at McGriff taking on the defense and getting the roll. Cameron McGriff, also an excellent finisher. And sometimes he could do it through so much contact. Just get a look. Thank you, Weber, for getting on my poster. The Arc have tried a lot of defensive sets, and they're in man defense right now. McGriff guarding power forward Jack. And Josh patient with it, floating up. Could have been an alley-oop. Down court, McGriff. Ball on the deck, and off of the arcs and out of bounds. And now the momentum in the Braves' favor, and so was the luck. So the Braves aren't making it easy on the arc. Haven't made a layup in the half-court attack in a long time. Haven't taken a layup, I should say. From the free throw area, miss on the bank as Holyfield stays in bounds. Little tic-tac-toe passing, and so Josh was knocked over. A little bit of over-eager Warren crashing the party. The Arc have been held to just 2 points in the last 2 minutes of action, while the Braves scoring 7 of their own. And they should have these free throws. The referees are going to go to the monitor. You see Warren's left hand into Josh's ears.
然后叶维杰目前犯规，接触，力道你觉得呢
？OK， 可以了，正常的防守动作。
正常的防守动作嘛，就是一般防守。没有拉肩膀，然后没有主动攻击头部。对，后面那个都是普通的。好，那就是维持原判。OK。
The referees are going to say a common foul. Thanks to our crew, we get the info that that was the referees going to the monitor on their own. No team challenge. Warren on the game, his first personal foul, trying to find his first score of the game. In and out with that free throw. Josh in his 8th start this season for the Braves, averaging 6.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3.9 assists, and goes 0 for 2 as Holyfield eventually finds the rebound and a miss. Warren hesitates, going to the rack, and it falls, even through some contact. Holyfield on the rim as Valle in on the action is fouled. Should be the Arc's 4th as a team. There you see Warren skying high over KJ. That's why you want to go with 2 hands, kids, as long as you can. Good control, and ball will stay centered toward your target. On the cut, Chen is forced into a miss as the pass. Warren able to sneak it in. A little bit too deep down court as the Braves call timeout. What was a lead for them is now turned into the Arcs going on a run. So a couple of scores for the first overall pick of last year's amateur draft. Ye Weijie has put the Arc up by 3.
不要再滑手机了，来到球场，我们开开心心、热血的一起来为洋基工人加油！来跟镜头打个招呼，感谢你的进场。我们的约克 Ken 哦，约克现在来跟镜头挥挥手，帅哥美女，你们上大荧幕啦！有你真好，谢谢你。 谢谢你，哇，非常欢乐，就是需要你们这种热情的支持。谢谢你本季对于第1个赛季的洋基公村篮球队的支持。来，跟镜头挥挥手，有没有发现头顶上还有我们可爱的约克的发箍呢？来，妹妹可爱，我们还有不同的滤镜。好，那约克现在也有赖贴图，任何人上线可以去赖下载哦。好，哇，这个非常可爱的小朋友，还有爸爸妈妈。 还有可爱的滤镜，感谢你们对洋基布里
Welcome back to the broadcast.
在历史性的第1个
Follow
赛
the
季，
Plus League English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN for more content.
上大荧幕喽！
The Arc taking back the lead thanks to their rookie. Standing at 195 centimeters, yet which certainly appears taller when he's out there galloping up and down the floor. He's averaging 10 points per game. Can up his shooting splits though. 42 from 2, 26 from 3, 71 from the free throw line is not too shabby though. Good one operating out of the corner. Draws multiple defenders as the alley-oop from Baye, taking it down and laying it back up. Good patient play by Baye. Get the sure too. Deflection on the pass. Tenyoue throws it toward the Arc backcourt, and interesting dilemma there for Ray there to catch or let it go out of bounds. And meanwhile on the backside, the bigs for the Arc did not recover in time for Baye to add 2 more to his tally tonight. 8-point score as long rebound. Tenyoue back to Goodwin. Josh trying from the 3. Ew, halfway down and out. The Braves struggling from the perimeter. 2 of 11 now. Kovalov foul in transition, and I might have thrown a Goodwin off. He's trying to shake off that stinger on the left shoulder. Sounds like the referees are gonna issue the Arc bench or Bryant himself a warning. Goodwin on the season, a 33% usage player. That's taking field goal attempts, free throw attempts, and turnovers into account for how much players out there on the floor and with a decisive action. By far leads the league with, coming into tonight, 816 minutes played over Kupsas, who has 2 fewer games played. From close range, Warren drops it in, giving the Arc back the lead. And an illegal screen. It's going to be a turnover on the Braves. Tenyoue drive to Warren, cutting and occupying some space. The Braves didn't stop him, so it's a good play. Goodwin subbed out. As a good contest by Josh from behind. Might get credit for the block. And defense so weird, nobody contests. Braves pretty much have been in man defense this entire game. Hook pass out to Kovalov, the pick and pop, no luck. Contested 2 by Baye, gets the bounce. Baye's got that high release point and already standing at 205 centimeters with long arms. It's a pretty impossible task. Kupsas this time working off the right block, a couple of power dribbles, and it gets loose. Baye with KJ on the right, and a very classic Braves fast break attack. They're up by 4 as the Arc elect to call timeout with just about 5 minutes left here in the first half. You look previously Holyfield screening underneath. kind of the last touch, last piece of that magic on the half-court offense. Here, what appears to be a 3-on-3 fast break. Really a good pass by Chen on the left wing, made it a 2-on-1 between Mo and KJ and one arc defender as we listen in.
push 他出来，你才有办法跟嘛。先 push 才安，再 follow 嘛，不是一开始就 follow 让慢拍了嘛。好，等一下做 high five，high five 这边偏人哦，不能进，就是传两边的底线，就是直接插上。好，来啊！好，Yankey。
The Ye family and their box have watched, I believe, every single one of Warren's games. Ye Weijie went to Nansan High School in New Taipei, then over to the States, where he was on Alabama A&M. Problematic for the Archie Goodwin checked out a minute and a half ago, and the Braves are actually pushed ahead. Up close, and they cough it up. This time out wide to KJ, firing the three. Needs some help as Michael Holyfield very close to getting another rebound. It was a 6-0 run since that Warren floater at McGriff. Fakes the pass, the step back into the left corner, buttery smooth. Trying to shoot the line drive floater, or it could have been a alley attempt as Kovlov. Good fight for the board. Kovalov with some choice words. Hard to defend that, as Kovalov was trying to contest that Holyfield. Maybe she called for 3 seconds, but for that sequence, Kovalov probably had the ball more than Holyfield. Up close to Mbaye, and Jay unfortunately takes it in the face. Somehow got matched up on a player that's almost 20 centimeters taller. McGriff this time on Holyfield, rolls in the deep three. Without Archie Goodwin, McGriff trying to counter as tough rebounding. Kovalov will start a break. Set out wide, Warren Euros into a pass, deflected into McGriff's hand. Too strong as Kovalov. Left-handed foot shot, yes. These are playing scrappy as Goodwin back in. Out to Mbaye, needed defender. Mbaye off of Zokoyu's feed, and that entire possession, the arc were mismatched. Fouled on the drive. Will be the Braves' third as a team. You see, if not for Mbaye with that little hook, Could have had Holyfield on the other side. Timeout called by the Braves. Nursing a 1-point lead with 2.5 to go here in the first half.
一样哦，我说8000万，8000万，number is yours。现在我们手 box 的时候，待会莫会在下面，staff 会在这边，所以嘉琪跟那个右伟在上面。8号这边拿球是阿奇的，所以他有一个大的这边会上来挡。35上来挡的时候，一个人走，让他自己走。让他走，让这边他要走，不要换掉右手。
The Yankee Arc are most dangerous on Saturdays. In 7 Saturday games, they are 3 wins and 4 losses, including at home 2 wins, 2 losses for a 50% winning percentage. Impressive considering their overall winning percentage at only 4 for 17. Well, that's in what we call in the baseball industry around the Mendoza line.
Hey, bottom base, you have to go. Take a punt. Go outside. Take a punt. I
think the more instinctive description is to call it the interstate. For interstate highways are triple digits, but under 200. Might have heard early on in the break, Coach Rogers suggests the Braves go to a box and 1 defense. Griff is fouled on the drive. And I can only assume he was the player that the Braves were trying to design a defense around. It'll be Goodwin's first personal. Sideline out of bounds. Not on the same page. A pass straight out of bounds by Allen. Arc in a 2-3 zone. We featured this so much over the course of the year with Utsas as one of their bigs and Degara. Foul in transition. Open space leading to success for the Arc is Tonyowe's second personal foul. However, already at the table will come in for Allen, giving the Arc a little bit more size on the perimeter. Cameron McGriff now with an even 10 points on the night, 4 of 7 from the field. As we talked about before, he is the first import in Plus League history to wear the number 8 jersey for his team. Tonyowe, deep kick out as now Josh from about 10 feet in the face of McGriff drops the jumper. Right as a baseball pass down court. Jerry will back it out. Yankovic to a trailing Josh joining the party. High arcer, bingo. Josh's second made 3 makes him a 10-point score on the game, the third for the Braves tonight. Griff now becoming a screener to a post-up. Rip move, got Goodwin in the air, leaning off board. No. Foul on the rebound.
Hey, what are you calling? What are you calling?
I want to see that one again as you see Yankovic, the jump pass. Nobody taking the trailing Zokwe here. Yankovic, third personal foul. His return to plus league action, and he fouls 5.6 times per 36. Quite a high number. Now, to be fair, he's had to defend Degara and Kupsas, who are very sizable centers for the Arc. Under a minute to go, the Braves with a 3-point lead. Jerry getting Eason spun around as Goodwin trying to get away from the defense. And they both part, but in and out with that three, and Holyfield was fouled on the second effort. With the size becoming an issue, Kupsas will check in. Kovalov's third personal. Interesting. Here you see the hand hooking Holyfield. Perhaps a good call by the officials. Michael Holyfield, previous with the Lioneers. And he was a big part of helping them make that long rebound. Baye brushed it all the way out. Goodwin snaking his way to the cup, and they'll count it. Stoppage for the Arc to recompose themselves, but right now they do not look like a cohesive unit. Points in the first quarter, 23 in the second. They've seen the Braves score 28 to take the lead. Warren, the three from center, clanks off the backboard as the deep pass to Jerry once again. Got to be aware of the clock. With 3 seconds left, Goodwin dribbles left. The contested two is way short. No love from the whistle, and that does it for the first half. The Braves up 50 to the Arcs 45. We'll go to break as it is halftime here from Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium, home of the Arc in their final regular season weekend.
手机、相机、摄影机，用最热烈的尖叫声欢迎我们最美丽、最顶、最厉害的洋基女孩 Yankey Girls 带来本季的经典组曲串烧，掌声加尖叫！
사랑을 배워 내일처럼 자꾸 Moves to the best life, put me in tight. Give me a taste, taste stop in your eyes. Step to the left, take it back to the right. We can do it all night. Moves to the best life, put me in tight. Give me a taste, taste stop in your eyes. Step to the left, take it back to the right. We can do it all night. 주변에서 조차 벗어니 down. Just you and me, 우리만의 순간. It's alright. 심장이 something in the way that you move. 느낌이 live, feeling that beat in my chest. 멈추지 나를 꺼내, letting my hips to the rest. 느낌이 live, feeling that beat in my chest. 순간 hypnotized, yeah, there's something in the way that you move.
掌声加点点，送给我们最厉害的 Yankey 哥，带来精彩的中场表演。再次热烈掌声，谢谢 Yankey 哥。好的，看完最美丽的画面之后，我们
It's halftime here from the home of the Yankey Arc.
接下来要进行保成人寿保障。
They find themselves down by 5 points against the Taipei Fubon Braves, who are playing hard, as the Braves, with a victory, will clinch the #2 seed in the Plus League regular season and home court advantage in the best-of-5 playoff series, slated, of course, in the postseason against the TSG Go Sox. Well, Archie Goodwin will be featured heavily in the highlight package. He has a game high of 15 points. That three-point shot, not quite on point, but he's still such a lethal dribble drive finisher. He's joined by Mohamed Mbaye, who has 14 points on a very efficient 7 of 9. The Braves have the squad have shared the basketball well in the second quarter. In particular, 9 out of their 11 assists coming in the second frame, while the Arc, on the other hand, have been going to a lot of one-on-ones, despite the way the game started for them. For the Arc, featured in the offense is number 8, Cameron McGriff. He's played just under 15 minutes, 11 points on 4 of 8 shooting. The Arcs have got to fix their turnover issues. They're the #1 team in committing the most turnovers, already with 12. They're at the bottom row. Working upwards, it's turnovers, assists, rebounds, three-point shots, field goals, and the score at the top line. The Braves and the Arc are actually matched 42.9% from the field, but the Arc do have a few more three-pointers made. That kept them a little bit closer, as you have the leading scorers for the Braves. We mentioned Goodwin, we mentioned Bae Josh. Zhou Guiyu has 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting. For the Arc, Jay West has come on, or in the starting role, I should say, correction, 11 points. McGriff also with 11 points. Yeweijie coming in with a 6, has not made a 3 yet. Meanwhile, Koopsas and Chen Yurei with 4 apiece. The Arc did go to Koopsas for a lot of post-ups in the especially first quarter. Time for a break. As you see on the clock, we're about 8 minutes from the start of the second half action getting kicked off.
你们上大荧幕可以挥挥手，好不好？挥挥手，耶！因为你们实力相当，然后保成人寿，因为诚心相待，带领大家一路相伴呐，所以你们真诚的平手，我们都有礼物，猜拳啊！礼物有大小之分，是不是？来，派代表猜拳。 好，一位代表来剪，好，就是你们2位帅哥啦，剪刀石头布。好，恭喜我们的红队获胜啦！那也有礼物，稍待片刻。来，我们请约克来帮我们颁奖，欢迎来，请到红队的4位到场中央，来给约克，哎，赢的，恭喜可以获得我们洋基女孩的抱枕。哇！来看球还有礼物可以拿，哪有这么好的事情啊？好，那我们看一下，哦，还有一件 T 恤，好，帮我看一下前方摄影机，来帮我站中间一点，前方摄影机拍个照片。好，再次谢谢幸运的8位球迷朋友获得礼物，我们可以在场上休息了，也谢谢 York。
就是一个后盾吧，就是不管表现的好或不好，就知道有一个人一定默默在背后支持。他倒不会讲太多啊，就是回家的时候就会准备一桌的饭菜这样子，然后就是会说，可以回来吃饭哦这样子。其实不会，我们家不会讲太多，但是都知道互相都在背后支持。就是妈妈爱你哦，就是谢谢你在背后支持，那我也会继续努力。
就是支持我蛮多了，不管是从大学，然后到现在职业，其实几乎每场只要是主场，妈妈都会记得看妈。只是因为清洁嘛，那当然就是妈妈我爱你这样。从我15岁出国美国，然后再去中国，然后再回来台湾，家人永远都是我的后盾嘛。然后也谢谢妈妈从小到大，然后一直支持我做能做的事情，然后支持我打球。记得啊，因为我还印象蛮深刻，就是好像要出国那天吧，然后妈妈还就是没有到机场，因为她可能怕自己舍不得，然后就是最后没有去机场，就是在家里帮我送机这样。然后我现在印象还是很深刻啊，然后也谢谢她一直以来的支持。妈妈我爱你，然后还有阿嬷我也爱你，谢谢你们一路以来的支持，我会更加努力。
I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the fans across Taiwan, and I have to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother and my girlfriend. So I want to give everyone a Happy Mother's Day. I hope y'all have a great day. We love you all.
Hello, this is Spencer. Happy Mother's Day. 我爱你妈妈。
母亲节快乐。Happy Mother's Day for every mother. You know they're the best. 我爱你。
新年快乐！
祝所有母亲今天然后母亲节快乐这样。
母亲节快乐。
好的，这边来，刚刚有杭州感谢卡，来念一个感谢，要感谢叶伟杰，这3位辛苦了，希望好好休息，你是最棒的，来自华的祝福，还有新宇的祝福是说加油，还有一个是棒的祝福，谢谢，真的大家陪伴我们精彩生活3句啦，谢谢大家。那等一下第3天的比赛，我们继续来为洋基攻城胜。 比赛，目前比赛开始，继续为金针奖。
The second half is underway. 22 lead changes in the first half of action. Hopefully, get just as exciting in the second as look out. Already a brave on the floor as McGriff draws the whistle. Going one-on-one against Goodwin, who got knocked down there, and a number of injuries could have happened on that point, but it looks like everybody's all right. Art gets started with an and one. On the other end, Goodwin attacks on the curl, throwing it out of bounds, with Yankovic diving toward the basket instead of picking and popping.
1D, even.
Griff picking up the dribble, out to Ture. His three is downed. If you can believe it, Cameron McGriff, his first assist of the night. Maybe you could use some more sharpshooting, just like Ture there. And on the other side, a beautiful arc, no pun intended, by Yankovic. Like a box and one as Josh bats it back, sprinting ahead, and will give the Braves a chance as Goodwin cutting through the middle and throwing it down. The box and one working as intended. Jay putting it on target, and Kupsas picking up his teammate there. On this side is Ture. They say arm hooking by the defense. Another look at Josh out hustling his opponent, and Goodwin coming in just at the right time and flashing the pops. Yankovic driving with the righty lay-in. Trying to create some separation over the arc. Out to Warren. Contested and blocked by Tanyoue. That's his second of the night as Josh off of his shoes. Good numbers. Jay trying to shuffle it over to Kupsas. Definitely going to work on their fast break as McGriff ran into by Tanyoue. Get another look from behind the basket support as Goodwin almost looks like he saved a little bit of energy just getting up high enough with the rim rattler. Griff averaging 82% at the line coming tonight, stays a perfect 5 for 5. Goodwin and Yankovic two-man game. A little out of the reach for Josh as he loses the dribble, but look at Baye smartly using two pump fakes to draw the foul. Cameron McGriff getting a little heated with Baye. Probably not so happy his teammates were offering Mbaye a hand. Get another look. Josh tried to cross over. Warren in better position as Mo played a lot of center in his collegiate days, so probably some muscle memory when you're so close to the basket. Mbaye 7 for 9 from the field as that free throw rolled out, but Yankovic missed from up close. And they say it'll remain a Braves basketball. Not easy there. Here in the third quarter, the Braves are starting a perfect 3 for 3 from the field, with that one their first miss by Yankovic up close. But again, between Kupsas and McGriff, not an easy task. 14 on the shot clock. From the tough corner. No contact called as Chen got the last touch, and the action will remain on that end of the floor. Takes the jumper, and dangerous rebound. It almost went in off of the arcs, and instead it's the Braves. Mbaye connecting from deep. Well, finally the arc get the basketball back properly. Okay, crosses over to Chen, having made one, clanks that one. Trying to go underneath. Kupsas is held. He'll have to earn it from the line. See the long arms of Mbaye might have had an effect on that play, on that pass. Number 49, Kupsas, averaging 15 points and 11 rebounds. He's a 75% shooter from the line. He leads the Arcs in minutes played, points scored, and of course rebounds, having been the import that's been there every game of the season. Jay going under the screen at Yankovic. Looking to start a two-man game with Josh, as Josh off of his own shoe. Sokoyu's 5th turnover on the game. Kupsas from close. It's no good. To the cup and in for Chen. I don't believe we've had a substitution at all to start the third quarter. Goodwin trying to coax a loose ball, chasing behind, fouls, and the Braves will be in the penalty from now on. Griff takes the deep three, and Jay dives on it, but causes an out of bounds. I don't know what's going on there. Slow to get up. Good one on the curl. Back to Yankovic, wide open from 3 and perfect. No timeout by the Arcs though, as they've fallen behind by 9 points. Yankovic's second made 3, as that foul will send the Arc to the line. And we see after the down screen, that almost acts as its own, it does act as its own two-man action. With, for example, the Ghost Hawks, they love to roll the big man momentum toward the basket. Jay puts it through. Also has 4 rebounds and 2 assists to his name. Goes 2 for 2. Here in the third quarter, it's Braves 16 to the Arcs 14. Trying to give and go as the Arc switched up on defense. Have Ture on Yankovic. Feed down low, Mbaye with an easy one-handed flush. Curious for the Arc to go to a switching defense, and the Braves exploit it right away. Got to go off the backboard, no, as Kupsas probably taking advantage there. Very physical rebound and putback. Yankovic floats it up high, and it goes through. So the offense is picked up here in the third quarter. Jay from the elbow area, slip of the hands, as quickly down court, Tonyoue, excuse me. Tonyoue is an Arc. Josh thought he fouled as the Arc break ahead. Warren clutches and end up in a bad position. So much for me saying the offense is picked up. By wide open from the left corner, swishes it. And finally, the Arc will call a timeout. The Braves lead ballooned up to 12 points. The Braves breaking them down and are trying to go for their clinching game here tonight.
Yankey 来跟镜头挥挥手，谢谢你们对洋基工程的支持，在这个历史性第1届的赛程不离不弃的支持，欢迎2位美女挥挥手，谢谢你们来看球。洋基工程感谢你，妹妹上到荧幕了，好可爱，还有滤镜 ，York 的眼睛滤镜好可爱哦。好，接着下来哪一位幸运的球朋友会上大荧幕呢？好，我一群，这是一群，来，一群一起挥挥手，拍得很认真，可以也拍镜头一下，来，就是你们帅哥们，来挥挥手，谢谢你们对洋基。
On Thursday night, the Pilots, in comeback fashion, defeat the now Chinggis Broncos in BCL Asia East action. Now we turn our sights to the final 6 to take place May 19th through 24. A pretty grueling schedule where the champion of BCL Asia East will be playing 4 games in either 5 days or 6 days, depending on their schedule. The Arc calling a timeout after Mbaye transition 3. He has 9 points. Yankovic has 10 here in the third quarter. Meanwhile, on the Arc side, they're scoring all limited to 33% shooting. So only 1 turnover. That's not the issue. The Braves have been very disciplined, very at home with their defensive assignments, and most importantly, rebounding the ball. looks like boxing one again against McGriff as Warren takes the 3 off back iron. Kupsas, another rebound. Tough take by Warren. Yankovic there for the defense. One dribble step back, Mbaye leaves it short. The Arc bringing in number 5, Eason to run point as shoots it right back to Warren, who gets the triple. Kind of open scrimmage now as Yankovic gets the foul. Finding a little bit of daylight and an advantage on Kupsas. Meanwhile, on the other end, a big with a foot in the paint. Too slow to contest. Ivan Yankovic, 14 points per game, that's 7 rebounds. Is a 54% three-point shooter in a 10-game sample coming into tonight. Way short as Kupsas nabbed himself another rebound. And on the other end, a big 49 gets the deuce. Wide open, Tokwe off iron. Arc turned it over though, as still not much movement on their Arc bench. Taipei off the window. Considering the Arc have another game tomorrow, it seems very curious that they're leaving most of their starters in for such a long stretch. Counter against the screen as Kupsas back to Warren, over to Taipei, and the shot clock expired. Seems like the Braves have it well timed defensively. Meanwhile, line change for the Braves with 4 substitutes coming in, leaving Goodwin alone. Oh, you see the easy tic-tac-toe passing. Arc sizing up with Alasang at power forward, but he's guarding Goodwin. Goodwin, a twisting fadeaway, good, even through some contact. The turnaround jumper puts Archie Goodwin at 19 points for the night. Look out there. McGriff had a Goodwin so high up in the air, his leg ended up around McGriff's shoulder. Looks like everybody's cool though. Thankfully nobody hurt. To look at the good shot fake, and with McGriff's head going down, that created that very funny looking leverage. Also very thankful for Goodwin's strong left ankle. Griff buries 2 free throws, while Tokwe, very short rest. Finally give Goodwin a breather. Braves with a 10-point lead. Josh immediately in a 2-man game with Holyfield. Ball screen, deep 3, no good. Chases his own board and is fouled. Tokwe might have took a hit to the face as Now he will replace his contact, or I think it was already good. Look at the slow-mo as Zokoi trying to get by Eason. So the Braves in the bonus for the rest of about 2.5 minutes. Josh and Holyfield on the two-man again. Now Josh in the right corner, smooth. Braves get the takeaway. Lightingham. Little scoop to Jack. Jump pass. Holyfield underneath, and he was hacked. Look out. Holyfield and McGriff. Okay now after a very hard foul. Trying to spoil the Braves' play. Here you see Zokoi. I don't know if that hesitation move grounded McGriff, but it worked out beautifully. And on the other side, pretty smart by Chen Xiangjun to not try to take on the high-flying Ala Sang-Juf. Referees are going to go to the monitor on their own to assess the severity of the foul. One of the contexts that the referees are looking at is if there are any holding action. There's rather hard foul by McGriff, though understandably Holyfield's a very strong player.
报告根据 IRS 检视判定，将这次犯规升级为不合运动精神犯规。
So the upgrade to an unsportsmanlike foul, 2 free throws and possession. I can understand McGriff, in his experience, might think it's a common foul. The referees might go to the context and say, you know, that hook of the wrist creates kind of a bind. Holyfield swishes the first free throw, was previously 0 for 2 at the line. And good with a second. In fact, those were his first 2 points of the night. And there's another whistle. But this is Chen Xiangjun with the illegal screen. Catching in the middle, going to the other hand as the Braves Circus leaves the rebound out of bounds. Missed opportunity, but they do have a rather comfortable 14-point lead. They've held this lead all of the third quarter. Griff taking on 2 Braves gets the foul. Lightingham going for a steal. One of the biggest cookie monsters in the Plus League, Lightingham. I believe the number is 5, almost 6 steals per 36 over his Plus League career. That is a lot of takeaways. Tian with a crease to a cutting Josh, to a cutting Zhen Xianzhu, spinning, and a block going to the right hand as Holyfield gets his first field goal. Big man cleaning up everybody else's mess. Doesn't feel like it, but the Arc have 25 points on this quarter. Josh going down and recovering as Eason slip pass intercepted. Funny looking fast break as Zhen Xianjun gave it up too early. Braves do retain possession. Another look at Holyfield slipping behind Alasong. And the easy two. Don't forget, tomorrow the Arc play the Ghost Hawks at 5 p.m. here in Hsinchu. AJ working his way left and losing the handles of it as Weber, one man to beat, a nice ball fake to the lay-in. KJ with a little bit of room from the right corner. Way out of bounds as take another look. Tumble after picking it up coast to coast. Meanwhile, Alasong's stint is over for the third quarter, is subbed out for Allen. One important thing about the Braves under Roger, a higher pace. All it's shown up on the scoreboard. They're averaging just south of 100 points. And it's up to 104.8 since their three-time champion plus league head coach Roger coming back from being the team lead. Time running down. Allen couldn't get a shot off cleanly. Braves in space with 1 second left. Josh beating the clock, got it! Bottoms the jumper and puts the Braves up 87-72 heading into the fourth and final frame of this one. Did I mention the Braves are playing at a faster pace? Looking to move up to an even 12 wins and 12 losses on the season heading into the playoffs. The Braves with the comfortable lead.
耶！掌声鼓励送给最可爱的吉祥物幼儿，还有美丽的 Yankey Girls。好，接下来大荧幕会公布我们方舟航行挑战赛的成绩，前20名的成绩，请看向大荧幕出来了，然后同步结果也会 po 在我们的官方网站的 IG 限动上面。好，请至前20名可以去服务台领奖品。另外，这个年度啦啦队人气王票选，请各位球迷这个来帮洋基女孩来投票投起来啦！来，一起来支持洋基女孩的年度啦啦队人气王票选。好，等下第4节的时候，希望大家进攻的时候可以一起拿着拍牌扇，一起跟着节奏打拍子，一起来帮洋基攻城加油。防守的时候一起打。
明天即将是母亲节，然后祝全天下的妈妈母亲节快乐，身体健康。
那你自己有没有要对你妈妈说？
哦，这晚一点再跟她说啊，因为时间还没到。先把比赛打好。
可是妈妈在你这个就是球员生涯中，其实给你很多鼓励，对不对？
当然啦，因为毕竟就是妈妈就是有一种很大的魔力嘛。对，有时候就是母亲都会看得出来自己的小孩子一些情绪的变化，然后适时的去鼓励你或安慰你，这是他们的天性吧，他们的能力。
太太也很辛苦嘛。
对啊，
就太太等于是你不在的时候都是她带孩子。
是啊，就是真的是当妈妈当一个母亲真的是一个很辛苦，然后就是要多体谅，然后多疼爱对方。母亲节快乐！好，母亲节快乐！谢谢。
That's Beast's message to his mother and his wife, mother of his children. I believe there's 4 of them. Featured prominently at Beast's send-off at Taipei Arena. Kovlov sends it around to a teammate as the Arc is trying to mount a big comeback here in the 4th quarter. Kovlov's shot is off target. Interestingly enough, based on my research, this is the first time in the Plus the Air the Braves have stakes in the final game of their regular season. 2 on a side, but the missed 3 as Mo brushes the rebound to his teammate. With numbers, it is a miss by Jeff Wu. Refs are letting a lot go in the early goings here in the 4th. Timeout on the floor. The Braves' lead is 13 points.
最可爱的我们的洋基感谢祭的 Yankey Kim 拿着这个举着木纳金应援金的球迷朋友，恭喜你们上大荧幕，谢谢你们的支持，谢谢你们的支持，支持洋基工程，有你们真好，谢谢你们，好可爱的滤镜。 好看，还有法箍，来上大荧幕喽！来跟镜头挥挥手。另外跟大家说一下，现在 York 在 LINE 上面有官方贴图，可以赶快去下载，赶快去把 York 的可爱贴图下载起来哦。今天下载还可以有洋基女孩的海报可以兑换。哎，小妹妹很可爱，有这个 York 的眼睛，还有耳朵，恭喜你上大荧幕啦！好，来跟镜头挥挥手，帅哥美女们。
To start the 4th quarter, the Braves 0 for 2 with 2 turnovers, and hence Roger Hsu taking the timeout. Not like the Arc have a prolific offense going very early on. Cameron McGriff with a nice up fake and step through lay-in, but otherwise the Arc 0 for 3. Galway Lund coming out of the timeout gets the bucket. Yankovic to Josh, to Jeff. Baye in the corner, going baseline, and is fouled. That's on McGriff. That will be his 5th personal foul. The Arc did have a substitute coming in, but it's Allen for... Excuse me while I figure out the substitution. McGriff will stay in the game. By like a lot of Braves free throw shooters. I'm thinking of the previous member of the team this year, Troy Gillenwater, and Archie Goodwin will stand off to the left quite a bit. I would think maybe 2 or 3 inches might suffice, but they're standing clear foot off to the side. Try to get that alignment. The lead is 12 points as Galwilin attacks on the curl. Did not have a good grip of it as Kovalov in the corner able to catch that one-handed push shot. And a 10-point deficit. Goodwin getting it across. Jeff Wu, too strong. Deep shot, good rotation, and it's Lee Hansen joining the party. Now he's a 1 for 4 shooting the basketball. Interception on the pass. Kovalov takes the contact. Well, you can hear Weber screaming at his teammate, trying to get the layup on the other side. Referees are going to go to the monitor on their own to assess the foul.
看各位是否升级，请各位球迷朋友上来配合。
哎，再换一下。
Gonna look at Jeff Wu, kind of reach in there with his left hand. It didn't, on the first impression, look as severe. And in fact, he actually hits the basketball first, but there's certainly a lot of contact to throw Kovalov off balance. So it is another upgraded foul.
判定升级为 U foul。
Jeff Wu has not seen much action and has not contributed much until this unsportsmanlike foul. Well, that'll make this a nervous lead for the Braves. 2 free throws and the ball, so maybe not the worst thing in the world that Kovalov didn't pass it off. Not the crew chief, but the U1 of the game. Josh will return. Kovalov actually departed from the arc with the signing of McGriff, but he has returned, taking Sam DeGara's place. While Holyfield will come in for Yankovic. Dumb foul by KJ hooking Kupsas off ball. That'll be the Braves' second as a team. And Kovalov comes for the basketball himself. Driving on Mbaye, stopping, popping, and nailing the floater. And just like that, the Arc are down by 3. Josh and Holyfield again on the ball screen. The contested 2 was stopped. Kupsas Outlet pass out to Weber. 2 men to beat. Euros puts it up and in. Yankee Arc putting up a fight here in the 4th quarter. This foul might stem the momentum a little bit. Get a look at Kupsas. Accurate outlet pass, and Weber perfectly read. KJ trying to take the charge, and Josh kind of switching to the other side to block a reverse layup. Good one countering, and one. Will they count it? Yes, they do. So just as the Braves find themselves a little bit in trouble, turn to Goodwin and Holyfield on the ball screen. All the Arc were trying to swipe that basketball free. Misses the free throw, though. One of the biggest reasons why teams want to run the 1-5 pick and roll with the center screening. That presumably takes away the best shot blocker out of the picture close to the basket. Jay contested 2 is a brave stop. He's into Tanyoway and able to score thanks to Holyfield screening underneath, and the Arc call timeout with the Braves surging ahead by 5. Tanyoway is a double-digit scorer. Raul Corner is in the building, taking in the game as he and the TSG Ghost Hawks will be playing these Arcs to wrap up the Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium's regular season schedule. Not only the 12 games by the Arc, but also 2 games for the Taoyuan Puyan Pilots, who lent out the building last weekend. But anyways, the Ghost Hawks play tomorrow night and will wrap up their regular season the following Saturday, May 16th, against the Pilots in Taoyuan Arena. His assistant coach is sitting next to him. That's O'Shea and Kilmartin, left and center. So just as I was saying, the Braves went on a run. Well, the Arc went on a run. The Braves counter with a run of their own. That was a 11-0 by the Arc. And after the Galway Lewin foul, Goodwin and one layup, and then Tanyoway in transition. The Ghost Hawks not only watching to scout the Arc for tomorrow, but also maybe taking some notes down about how the Braves are playing them. They did meet each other last year in the first round of the playoffs. It was the Braves with a 3-1 series victory. A scoop put back by Kupsas and the Braves 4-0 run. Out of bounds, and the Arc get the stop. You know, look, as Taylor Chen, the famous English commentator, would say, underhanded. Well, yeah, it's underhanded. It just over his shoulders, over his noggin. Long rebound, it's to Weber. Trying to thread it down low to Kovalov and poked out of bounds. Jamarcus, Warren, Weber, Kovalov, and Kupsas against Jerry, Josh, Goodwin, Baye, and Holyfield, who turns around, gets the steal. We got a 2-on-1 up ahead, over to Goodwin. His lay-in is missed. Jerry with the board as Baye shoots it to Goodwin. How about from three-point land? Got it. Didn't look pretty, but the Braves get 3 points. As Archie Goodwin, a now 24-point scorer. Jay working in some space, floats it up and way short. Good rebound, and now a break as Goodwin pretty heated about that foul by Weber. It looked pretty inauspicious. It was a transition foul. Now Goodwin is a one specialty unsportsmanlike disqualification foul away from a suspension, as Weber will be called for the personal. And Goodwin teed up for going at Weber right after the foul. Maybe something else was going on in previous sequences. Here in this sequence, you see Weber swipe down and push, and that throw of the basketball is probably what drew it. Try to stop himself with his left hand, and the pass went all the way through. Understandably, you don't have to be like getting fouled, but using the basketball as an object definitely falls square in the technical foul part of the rule book. So Goodwin will shoot his free throws with the arc already in the penalty. Now, technical fouls accumulate for fines with no suspensions. It's the unsportsmanlike and disqualification fouls that lead to suspensions. Holyfield able to score the rebound, and under 6 minutes left in the ball game. Just like that, Goodwin layers it in. Weber left wide open in the quarter, connects. So a quick response, and perhaps the Arc are not out of it yet. Leaning and missing. Griff will lead the Arc attack. Crosses over, passes it. Nice behind the back by Weber. Eason can't finish it off. Mo's got a matchup he wants to take. Faces the basket, goes baseline, poked out of bounds. To start over again as Chen coming in for Weber, who's trying to contend that he deserves more time out there. Josh and Holyfield on the ball screen, going middle, floating it up, yes. Tokwe Pierre with that floater, but quickly the other way, the blown layup by Chen. Well, you really need those in a comeback effort. Goodwin behind the back, fancy, and a tough lay-in. Simply unstoppable as the Arc call timeout with 4.5 left in the ball game. What do we say all the time? A missed layup on one end equals a layup on the other. You look at previously, the drop coverage burned the arc, and Goodwin had the shiftiness not only to get over the smaller guard, but then kind of move that ball from left to right to lay it around Kupsas.
这个中锋你不能还走在这里，他就直接来了。这边过来，这边3个人他进来这边，路边帮忙协防啊，维杰 ，Ken。哦，速度打快点，就做刚刚一样的5-4，这个3-2，稍微进来一点，这台长嘛。如果他守这里，你们从这里捞出来，一样的。哦，来这样。
So you can attack, pass. 下许这边就2人 main game. After we can pass to main game. 下许也可以用。Either. You do it. You can use stop. You can use it. Right, we need to back. Double check.
Once again, Raul Corner featured on sitting in the arena, taking in the game. The Arc previously had Weber knock down that 3, but a quick 4-0 run amidst the Arc blowing a fast break layup by Tony Ray. But Warren trying to join in, hits the back iron again. In transition, Mbaye going through the middle, electing to pass for Tenyowe's in and out 3. Another chance. Goodwin shows him how it's done. Refocus after that technical foul. Here in the fourth quarter, Goodwin's been putting on the score as McGriff post miss. Archie Goodwin, 14 points in the fourth as Josh, another midi. This time of the jump shot variety. Trying to pass it to Kupsas, is intercepted. Goodwin crossing over, it bounced overhead pass to Mbaye with the dunk. And the Braves quickly putting the Arc back, down big on the contest. The turnover on what was a padded deflection. Gonna look, Tokoi with the good hands are right to Goodwin in the pocket. Tenyowe, well short. Braves get it back, under 3 minutes to go. Tenyowe spin around to Jack, end up taking the shot. No pass available. Kovalov, no look pass as Warren with the English off the bank. Yaweje now a double-digit scorer himself. There's a lot of those in this game. That's 5 for the Arc. But the as Holyfield called for the foul, thought he got it clean off of Kupsas. The Braves have 5, and well, their top guy, Goodwin, 33, and Mbaye with 26. Outpacing the Arc. Now, I don't know if you practice that kind of reverse layup. Certainly entertaining to watch. Maybe Goodwin's night is over. 26 points on 11 of 14 shooting. On the night, the Arc just about 25% from three-point land. Want to go mismatch and a bad pass. Josh fouls in transition, and still won't result in arc free throws. The Braves have been defending without fouling a lot. Maybe time to empty out the bench as number 9, Doby, Zhuang Caosen in at point. He'll be joined by Caleb Jiang. Jiang Jiale. Kupsas trying to go baseline and is stopped. Lai Tian dancing on his opponent. Holyfield to Spencer Lin now, number 3 with the headband. Hook pass to Holyfield, trying the midi. Yeah, why not? Michael Holyfield could stroke it. They don't have to work so hard underneath. Strip from the side, Holyfield will loop up a pass. KJ maintaining balance and getting the finish as the Braves now up to 114 points. Zhuang Caosen has not seen much action this season after coming over from the now defunct Steelers of Kaohsiung. KJ lining up a 3, and it's down to Hongkai this season, a 32% three-point shooter, which, funny enough, this season in the Plus League, seeing offense go up. So that is below average. We're seeing the Plus League this year at 33.9% from three-point land. 4-second shot clock game difference. Spencer back to Holyfield. How about a Euro step? Not quite. Doby will dribble out the basketball, and 117 to 96 is your final score as the Braves claim the victory. It was a tight game at half, but a 37 to 27 third quarter, and Braves composing themselves in the fourth to hold off the Arc, denying them a Saturday night home victory. The Arc fall to 4-18 on the season, 2-9 at home. And we'll have to prepare for tomorrow's contest against the Ghost Hawks. While we still have you, for the Arc, Cameron Griff led them with 22 points. Kupsas had 14 points and 11 rebounds. The latter number still behind Michael Holyfield, who had a Game 5 of 15 rebounds. We'll see about the post-game interview as our camera crew is searching for their subject. Looks like it's going to be the Braves starting wing, Josh Dokwayu, putting on the headset. Scoring 19 points and 8 rebounds. Also dishing out 5 assists. Josh is the interview. Asked about the Braves securing the number 2 seed and the importance to the Braves.
赛前教练也有提醒大家，就是虽然是例行赛最后一场比赛，那我们确定赢的话，也可以把这个 排名维持在第2嘛，所以不光是这个原因嘛，还有因为要进到季后赛了，我们也在这场球赛去测试一些东西，那去准备后面的比赛。对。
Josh sharing that in the pregame, the coaching staff reminded the team it was the last game, a chance to claim number 2, and also prep. Maybe with some different strategy or schemes for the playoffs.
其实就是练球越来越累吧，然后大家也在练球中越来越找到彼此的默契，然后想办法把练球的东西去发挥在球场上，那也是有反映出好的效果，这样对。
Josh admitting that in preparation for the playoffs, they've been having harder and harder practices. So now asked to have some shout-outs to the Braves fans.
就我们也很久没有回和平馆打球，那也希望大家可以在季后赛来和平帮我们加油。那我们也会在季后赛拿出好的表现。对。
And Josh finishing off saying, "It's been a while since they played in the Heping Gymnasium, but want to have a good showing for the home fans." That last date, by my count, was March 15th. And a little note. Interesting enough, pregame in the discussions with the manual broadcast commentary, Xiao Li did 4 Taipei Fubon Braves game. All were road losses, and all were the Braves having a lead 3 in the second half. So they break that little skid and broadcaster's jinx. And they claim the victory, the wrap up their season. Once again, 117-96 is the final score. The Braves with the win. Time to go to break before our final closing remarks. So if you missed it, tomorrow is your last chance to watch the Yankee Arc play at their home in Hsinchu Municipal Gymnasium. And there is the standings table after tonight's action. The Braves secured number 2 in the regular season. Even if the Ghost Hawks win their final remaining games, the Braves own the head-to-head advantage 5-3. That drops the Arc to 4-18. Still 2 more wins than last year's Kaohsiung Steelers, who ended their 24-game regular season with only 2 victories. Meanwhile, the Pilots finally getting a break, as they will be the final home games of the regular season on May 16th and 17th back at Taoyuan Arena. Finally, renovations and upgrades to a point where they can occupy the arena again. For this particular contest, again, turnovers were a problem for the ARC, 22, which led to the Braves scoring 17 points. The Braves also outscored the ARC in transition 16-7. You really want that flip. And I just looked it up. I should have known all along. The ARC actually have reverse splits for their shooting percentage at home and away versus their opponents. Actually are a better offensive team in this building. Maybe that'll have something to do with a young team trying to figure out the defensive scheme. There's the final team statistics: points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. The ARC were a very heavy one-on-one team, and especially in the first half, it seemed, where they only had 5 assists as a team. The Braves probably have some things to clean up. They also committed 21 turnovers, but in the end, comfortably take the victory, holding the lead for all but, is that 12 seconds in the second half. So our attention turns to the matchup tomorrow night. The TSG Ghost Hawks in town to take on the ARC, and they will leave a game to adjust in the following week against the Pilots, while the ARC will be the last game of the season against the Pilots on May 17th. Also a note in positive for the Braves, they avoid having their worst road winning percentage in a Plus League era. They were 7-13 in season 4 this year, 36% coming into tonight, and it will be a much higher mark than that 35% winning percentage. On the Brave side, we shouted a good win at 33 points and Mbaye 26. Joining them was Josh with 19 and Chen Yowei in the starting lineup, both double-digit scores. Stefan Yankovic, 11 points on 7 rebounds. And I don't think he committed a second-half foul. So the Braves defense do a serviceable job in the victory. So until tomorrow, thank you for tuning in tonight. On behalf of Xiaoli and Jason, I'm Ryan Chen, and we'll catch you guys in tomorrow's broadcast of Plus League Basketball.